My name is Daniel Toth, and I'm one of the sales engineers here at WithSecure who will be taking you through today's presentation on our cloud protection solution for Salesforce. In this video, I'm going to go a quick overview on how our solution works, what the shared responsibility model means, and then we'll jump into a live demonstration showing how our cloud protection solution can protect you from malicious content from infecting your Salesforce environment. So, our F-Secure Cloud Protection for Salesforce is a cloud-based security solution designed to complement the native security capabilities of the Salesforce platforms. Together with Salesforce, we're going to make it easier for you to handle a part of your security which is shared under the shared responsibility model in our cloud ecosystem. So, what is a shared responsibility? And so, in the cloud ecosystems, cloud service providers and their customers typically actually share responsibility when it comes to security. So, for instance, with Salesforce, they cover various different aspects of system and application level security, such as things like authentication, rules, user permissions, roles, and so on and so forth. So it's in every organization's responsibility to secure their own files, as well as any links that are additionally uploaded to their Salesforce platform by their users. Our F-Secure Cloud Protection for Salesforce has been specifically designed to prevent such of these risks. And because of this, it complements the native Salesforce security capabilities very well with dedicated security components that will allow organizations to handle their part of their security as well as dictated by the shared responsibility model. So here is our solution overview where our cloud protection solution has been designed and developed in close cooperation with Salesforce in order to ensure maximum compatibility and reliability across various different clouds. Here, the solution utilizes a cloud-to-cloud architecture, so there's no need to deploy or maintain any middleware like proxies or maybe implement some additional network configuration. Available through our App Exchange, the deployment process is simple and can be set up within 3 minutes or less. Now I'm going to take you through a live demonstration how our solution can block malware in real time. Now to start, we're going to go to this community-facing page on a credit and lending site. We're going to scroll down and we're going to contact support. And here we're going to submit a case. I'll enter my name. I'll then go down to select and say this is for a test and add an attachment, which I'll add this Word document here for a loan application. Once submitted to our cloud, as you can see right away, our F-Secure Cloud solution was able to intercept that file, analyze it as harmful content, and remove it right away. Now, if the end user were to click onto this file, or an end user from the back end, you can see the file was actually changed to a TXT file to protect the user. And on top, you can see F-Secure Protection for Salesforce has found harmful content and removed that file according to your company policy. Now what we're going to do is go into our Salesforce application, go into the F-Secure Cloud Protection application, and look for some analytics as to what happened to this file. Under the Analytics tab, here we can get real-time alerts and severity events based on what's happening in real time. Here you can see we had an important alert that was alerted to us that harmful content was removed under the file protection source uploaded by this user. We can then go under the file events to track the file events audit history on what happened. As you can see here at this time, the file was then uploaded and removed because the verdict was unsafe. And the reason being because it was a harmful ECAR file that was found under this file name loan application. After the actual file was removed, it was replaced with the content of a TXT file, letting us, the user, know what actually happened. Therefore, we scan the content again to make sure it's completely safe and that the file will not cause any damage to your Salesforce environment. Next, we'll head over to our Administration tab, where then we can go over the full settings to set up from the admin panel. Under our File Protection settings, we have 4 tabs that we can enable to get started to set up our different scan settings. By enabling the first toggle, we can then scan for files on harmful content on upload. When a harmful content is found, we then have access and the ability to remove that file. We can also scan for files for harmful content on downloads. So when a harmful content is found, we then too can also remove that file, but additionally we can also block access to it as well.
This gives us the ability of administrators to get access to that file. Therefore, if we want to download it within a sandbox environment and test that file, we also have the ability to restore that file as well if it's a false positive. Below that, we can also enable scan files for disallowed content on upload. So therefore, if there's a certain file type or object that is getting uploaded that we don't want to allow in our Salesforce organization, we can also remove that file before it's even uploaded. The same goes for if the file is allowed on download. If there's a certain file content or object that's not allowed within our Salesforce organization, and someone's trying to access that file, when disallowed content is found, we then can also remove that file and as well block access. Therefore, having us to have block access to that file, the end user would not be able to have access to it, but the administrator can then still have access to download, inspect, and also restore that file if need be. Below that are notifications, where we can set up different alerts and security notifications based on certain Apex triggers when they happen. We can enable and disable these in real time, as well as also configure certain alert messages when they come in. Once all this is configured, you're pretty much almost ready to go, besides a few more settings. We'll go to the top and hit Save to save changes. After the changes are done, we can then head over to our URL protection page. On our URL protection page, here we can also set up and have URL protection on pages that may use, like for example, Chatter. In this case, if your Salesforce organization uses a content posting page where users post URL links to different pages, we also can include URL protection to protect against harmful content as well as disallowed categories. Here, we can enable URL protection by checking the reputation of those URLs, and then when a URL is rated harmful, we can then change that to block access to that website. We can also enable a different category URL for category filtering. If indeed certain areas where you don't want certain category of URLs being posted within your Salesforce organization, we can set and click different setup as far as what categories you'd like to select. And then, when disallowed content is found within that URL, we can then block access. We also have the ability to send different APEX triggers additionally with these different alerts. So, if a certain security alert is triggered when a harmful URL is detected, or maybe send a warning message from an internal user when they upload a harmful URL, we can then trigger those alerts as well as customize those warning messages. Once those are all set up, we can then go again to the top and hit Save Changes. After those changes are applied, next we'll head over to the General tab to go over the privacy information. Here, as you can see, there's several different privacy settings that we can go over. The main one being the first one to keep this enabled and have it on. Here, we're able to then send complete files for malware for advanced threat scanning. This is very important, so that way if a file is analyzed and is scanned with a SHA-1, and we can't decipher whether the file is still good or bad, this allows us to inspect that file for analyzation through our malware engine. Once that we can have a verdict on that file, we can then reply back if that file is going to be safe or unsafe, making sure that your Salesforce organization stays clean and no malicious content is uploaded or downloaded on there as well. Below, we can go to the notifications and also customize who gets these security alerts when these different alerts are processed through those different codes. So in a section where usually our WithSecure Cloud Protection admins are created, you can also customize this group as well as a customizable send notification address here. This can be customized further through organization-wide email addresses, so certain people or certain users will get alerts based on when those actions occur. Once this is set up, we can then go down to the top and save changes. Onto the Tool tabs, here's where we're able to manage the user permission set. This is very important when you're getting started, as far as when you can apply those different defined user permission sets to those applied users. By assigning this to your overall users, this will allow us to scan all those different file content objects those users are uploading, as well as in a community setting. Now what's great about this is, we also can enable, which we can have selected here, the automatic assignment of the application permission set to new active users. By having this set up, any new additional user that gets added to your Salesforce organization will automatically apply to this permission set. Therefore, the second the user is created, if they decide to upload or download a file, they'll be protected.
So that concludes our overview and our demonstration today on our cloud protection for Salesforce. If you're looking to get started, we are available in the App Exchange if you search under WithSecure Cloud Protection. There, you can go to the Get It Now button and get started within easily as a couple of minutes. Once you get started, you can also review the contents of this video to help you to go back and set up different settings to go over the overview of our solution and how to test the product thoroughly.